today. From Los Angeles, California, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. In motion right is Brown. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. On first down, Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 7-7, our score after 1. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Eagles in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. They coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
11 yards for number 11.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding it over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. Hurts. Steps away to his left. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So this offense will head back out there, already an excellent field position thanks to the interception. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Man open left side is Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Wiggles free. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So we've reached...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Adoree Jackson on the return.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Looking to throw.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And able to get this to the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And quickly they get to the line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Dillon up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. They run again with Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and it was their defense that really made the statement.